Just working on us. That's pretty much it. It's a really good team no matter who we're gonna play. So just trying to just focus on us and what we gotta do to be better.
Christian, Mikal, is there anything you guys, maybe learned from the last layoff and how maybe you guys came out a little slow in that game against Cleveland that you can apply during this layoff going into the NBA Finals?
I think just more mentally, understanding, the time we had off. Second time going around it, knowing that okay, we just got to pick it up. But I think it helps even just being on the road a little bit, being in a hostile environment. That should just get, just get the mind set right off the jump anyway.
Bruce? Yeah, I know the job is not done yet, but what kind of satisfaction is there to walk in here as Eastern Conference champions?
It's just to get to where we got to get to. You obviously have to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think we're just more worried about the finals.
How do you turn that page quickly?
What do you mean?
How do you get your focus on now going forward? Do you just continue on this journey?
Yeah, the focus is never lost. Yeah.
Jared?
Yeah, as someone who's been to the finals, what advice can you share with your teammates with that experience?
I think just worry about just what we have to do to be better. I think not getting to all the media and all the stuff. A lot of questions, a lot of talk about how great we are. How great we've been. All that doesn't matter. We just got to worry about being ourselves and just stay locked in and go win.
James, Mikal, you kind of touched on it. Whichever team you guys play is a 60-plus win team, and not to discredit the opponents you guys played before, but the two teams in the West are known for their physicality, their intensity. I know you can mentally think about that, but is there any way to prepare for that before you get on the floor with them? Is that part of the playoffs too? Just maybe game one's a feel-out period in terms of just how this opponent is much different than the previous one you played?
I think every team's different. Every team we played going so far, so it's just the same thing that we've been doing each round. Just, we played the teams, know how they're going to play. Just being ready from the jump.
Some of the things you guys have had to do in the playoffs, kind of adjusting offensive styles and stuff, does that help you here that you guys kind of now have different ways to play?
I think it helps. I think it helps the whole team. Yeah, just just steady diet of just different things. Obviously, it's very helpful. Yeah.
What was the kind of feeling after winning the other night? It seemed like you guys were cat talked about it. It was like the next day we got to be back working. Did it feel like you accomplished something, or you mentioned there's always the focus? Like, was that post game feel like it was an accomplishment, or do you feel like you guys haven't really done anything else?
It's great to get there, but that's not our main goal. So you just got to keep going.
Right. You obviously mentioned, both Philly and Cleveland they were tired, they had the short rest, and people say you guys, took advantage of teams that maybe were a little tired. How much are you looking forward to the chance if you could do this, that you would be proving yourselves against, a team that has home court, an acknowledged great team, and there would be sort of no excuses for how you did it?
I don't think I really care about excuses. I think just going out there, just play our way no matter what. Whoever's out there, we don't really care. Just go out there and just play our way, and whoever's out there is out there. We just got to play the right way.
So much has been made about how special this group is and how unselfish you guys play on the floor. Where does that come from? And just does it make it a little bit more special to have this group specifically accomplish a goal that hasn't happened in this franchise in nearly 30 years because of that unselfish play?
Yeah, I think it's credit to everybody how they work, how they grew up playing basketball, how they were coached. Everybody's really unselfish, and I think even off the court, as teammates, just unselfish as well. So I think it starts there, and obviously our coaching, voices helping us, share the ball. But I think it just kind of goes with just the brotherhood we have in there too. Is kind of everybody wants to see everyone win, so we just try to play the right way, and everybody I think pretty much knows how to play the right way. So that's what's been great for us.
With respect to the fact that the city, with respect to the fact that your goals are unfinished, is it special to see the city reaction? And have you gotten some reaction from family or someone maybe special after this championship going into these finals? That's just kind of been like a kind of eye-opening moment for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. You know, it's great to see the fans, you know, excited. I know it's been a long time. Seeing my family and friends, you know, everybody excited, but I know every single one of them, you know, is more worried about winning these four than anything else that happened. So, you know, it's great to see everybody happy, but I know everybody else, even my parents and family, they're excited, but I know they want the same main goals, the same goals everybody else on this team does.
All right, we'll do the last one here.
Mike was at the end of Game 4 talking about analytics and how pretty much that they're here to stay now, whether they like it or not. Just where do you stand on analytics as just a way of, like, I guess, forming your game, or how you need to improve or not improve? Is that something that you subscribe to, analytics, or not as much?
Not really. I think I leave that to the coaches.
Jalen, do you play out scenarios at all as to who you're going to play right now, or does the focus solely go on focusing on just getting your team ready?
Mixture of both. Yeah, obviously, you want to focus on being ready as a team, but you got to prepare for both, and just understand the differences between the two. But you have two really good teams going at it right now, and yeah, we got to prepare for both.
Did you see the Juan Soto
No,
homage to you?
no.
He hit a home run yesterday. You did your celebration after the three.
It's dope.
Do you know him at all? What are your thoughts that?
I've met him, talked to him a couple times, but that's pretty dope to see, for sure.
You know, the last time you guys had this long of a layoff in terms of in between series, you guys were steps slow in Game 1. Do you tinker with how you guys approach this this break? Do you guys change anything, or how do you approach this knowing that you kind of have to start strong going forward?
Yeah, I think obviously just being ready to go by the time Game 1 hits. Just comparing our situation from last time. Just being mentally and physically now locked in. And I think that's really important for us, and that's what we have to focus on these next couple of days.
We all made a big deal about you guys changing offensive strategies during the playoffs, but is that something you guys had all year, where you work on these different scenarios and versatile approaches, and how does that help you come as you approach this, if you guys have so many different options, ways to play?
Yeah, I feel like we've always had different ways to approach things. It's just what's the frequency of what we're running at the time, and so be able to have that in our back pocket, and obviously being able to adjust during the playoffs is not that easy, but it's definitely something that we've practiced, and that we got to continue to make good habits out of those.
Mikal was talking a little bit about trying to ignore like us and the outside was talking about how good you guys have been playing. I mean, is that hard, or how do you guys stay grounded when there's so much noise about all these records that you guys are setting, all these wins, what it means for New York, and staying focused on the task at hand?
I think it's different for everybody. Like I said, I've been off social media. I may post one thing and then just go back to deleting it. But yeah, you just gotta block out the noise. You gotta do whatever you can to make sure you're locked in. Like I said, everyone is different. Every individual has their way of blocking out things. But it's important to not hear some of the things. When there's negative things being said about you, it's important to ignore them. When there are positive things about you, it's easy to be able to read them and be like, feel good, but you can't do one and not the other. And so just block it out as best you can.
Jalen, a few times this season, to describe yourself and Mike, you said not afraid to fail. What is that? I know what it means, but in this setting, what does that mean and look like to you? What's your relationship with your coach?
Can you ask that question one more time?
To you, what does not being afraid to fail look like?
Yeah. Honestly, just being able to say you give everything you got. Knowing that sometimes you might not get the end result you want, but knowing that you give everything you want, I mean, it's all you can do at this point. Control what you can control. And so if you go out there and obviously you put all the preparation, the work in, and go out there and do everything you can, sometimes you have to live with the results. But I think it's most important is just obviously being prepared. Being prepared for the worst, but obviously you're still praying for the best.
Right. You mentioned one time that your real friends sort of know not to bother you about tickets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A little bigger ticket now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone you think trying to violate the Brunson rule, or has anyone tried yet, or will they try?
No.
They don't catch you in a good mood, like you're in the finals now, and maybe you'll take a call you wouldn't have taken before?
No.
Going back to your college days, right? What's the biggest thing that you kind of took away from like his coaching style, either on the court or off the court, that maybe you take into every game or what you're doing day to day now?
One thing he always talked about, it was plastered on every wall, every shirt, inside of our jerseys, everything. It was attitude, controlling your attitude. I don't really say that as much as I used to, but I think my kind of twist on it is being able to control what you can control. And so, controlling your attitude, controlling your effort, controlling everything, those are the things that you can control, and that's something that he always he said every day. That's how we ended huddles. That's how we started games, practices. It's kind of what his motto was, and once we believed in it, and everything became easier.
The selflessness that you guys have in the locker room, it plays out on the court. How much is it just make this maybe run a little bit more enjoyable, and the fact that you guys just genuinely like each other?
Yeah, it's been fun. I think we obviously all have a goal in mind, but being able to click at the right time and being able to understand what we're about and seeing our chemistry grow, I think it's been pretty cool. But we know we got a lot of work to do as well.
Jalen, Mike seems to be pretty big on analytics. I'm just wondering where you stand on all the numbers as it pertains to your game. Do you lean heavily on them, or is it not so much you pay attention to it at all?
I pay attention, but I don't really lean heavily on it.
Last one, Jared.
I talked about it a little bit the other day, but your father hasn't been on the 99 team. I assume you don't have concrete memories of that, but just what would it mean for this kind of full circle family moment, for you to be part of the team that gets them back? What would it mean for your family?
That's a question I'd love to answer later.
Thanks, Jared.
Whose phone is this?
I don't know. Who we got? Where's the dog?